are you doing? What is on your head?
I think I'm ready for epic. Hello, everyone. Okay, I can't stand this. Alright, I gotta get this off. How about that? Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Saturday Night Factional Fight Plays Wurm Online.
Were you expecting a dragon or something?
I'm expecting enemies. I cannot get this on properly now. My name is Brian. This is my brother Adam, who joins me always. And of course, since last episode, what did we do? Adam decided to jump through the epic portal.
I just couldn't take it anymore.
And now we're here, forcing me to come with him. So, why are we here?
Why are we here? I don't know.
Adam?
Well, I thought that while we were here, we may as well show a little bit about what the Epic server is. I mean, we had no idea what Epic was at all.
True.
We've never been here. We've heard some things, but in terms of experiencing it ourselves, we've never been here. So we wanted to try it out, see what it was all about, and it would be a good opportunity at the same time to show the newbie experience in true form.
Sounds like a plan. And that's one thing that really took me by surprise is when we got here. Where did all my stuff go? It's all gone. And
Yeah.
Maybe you can talk a little bit about what Epic even is. And
Yeah.
how did we get here? For anyone that doesn't know.
So Epic is a new set of servers that opened up probably over a year ago now. It's essentially four servers, or is it five? No, four servers that are sort of connected together with different factions, and each faction can PvP with everybody else, I guess.
Which is what I'm scared about. PvP.
Yeah.
Anyone can come and just kill me.
It sort of seems like they made it in a way that people who are on your own server or your own faction can't really grief you or do anything negative to you. It's only people from other factions. So they would have to sail over here from the other servers and come get you. But I'm feeling that it's not too bad in terms of safety. We've been pretty safe so far. We've only seen one incident of another faction coming over and raiding, but they stayed clear of the newbies. So it's pretty good so far.
Yeah, so far it's been pretty safe, I must say. Since we came in the last episode, we've been doing a little bit of skilling, being the newbie again, relearning what it's like to be the newbie again. And I think we have a better and broader perspective than we had before. I know there was a while where you went to the new servers, like release or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? And you relearned how to be a newbie. And this is my first time
That's right.
kind of going through that process, which
That's
is
right.
eye-opening.
For sure. If you haven't done it before, it's definitely worthwhile to do it and start a new character fresh with nothing. I mean, we learned a lot about the most efficient way of getting prepared to brave the wilderness of Wurm, and so we wanted to share it with you.
And you want to share a longsword with me, so thank you very much.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we came through the portal. We're noobs again. I feel like naked. I feel like I'm not wearing any of my armor. I don't have my weapons. I don't have any of my skills anymore. You go through the portal, and your character turns back to a complete noob.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, there is a benefit, because if you wanted that PvP experience but you didn't want to fully commit, then you just make an epic portal and you jump right through, and now you're a newbie. And then you can just jump back through the epic portal again, and now you're back on freedom and happy, and
that was one of the things that I liked about that was one of the things I liked about the idea of epic compared to chaos, was that I can build an epic portal, go over, and if ever I had an issue, I could always just come back, and all my stuff is still there. If you go over to chaos, you're bringing whatever you're bringing with you, and
you have to
your
sail
character.
over there.
If you die, you lose your affinity. And lose some skills, and whatever is on you, sail over there, etc., etc. So here, at any time, we can just hop back over to freedom, which is pretty nice. The other thing I like about Epic is the way the skills work out. It's a little bit different. First of all, you get double the experience gain as you do on freedom.
Double the experience gain?
Yeah, it's like having sleep bonus on all the time.
All the time.
It's great. And the other thing is that you're on what they call the curve, the skill curve, which is essentially something that boosts the effectiveness of your skills. So let's say you're at 20 mining, let's say, then it'll act as if you're at nearly 40 mining. Is it nearly 40? Yeah, something like that.
You're talking about the epic curve?
It's the epic curve.
There is a formula attached to that, isn't there?
Yep. It's a parabola. It's a quadratic function.
Which means I have no idea what it means.
Yeah,
all
it just
I know.
means.
Here, maybe you can say it in some teacher way.
It just means that whatever your skill is, as it's going up in a linear fashion, then your effective skill, so the skill that it behaves as, is quite a bit higher, and it is. You can go to some curve calculator online to figure out exactly what your effective skill is, but it's really paid off as a newbie, because really it's getting to 20 is not that big of a deal, but the fact that I get to 20 and I can make almost level 40 stuff, that's a big deal. It really makes it an easy transition into this stuff.
Now, I know, to me, that meant that as I level up my wood cutting, and let's say I have 25 wood cutting, then I can make like 40, 45, 47 quality logs or something like that. The logs that come out are so much higher than my skill.
Yeah, in like
that's the epic curve to me.
1 or 2 days of grinding, we are now producing stuff that's possibly in the 30s of quality. That's not so bad. Yeah. On freedom, if we did the same thing, we'd still be struggling with getting to 20, possibly into 20.
Now, I think we have a benefit, because we did do this before, and we do remember what we did before, sort of. And we kind of know the skills. First, we have to figure out what skills we wanted to do. So maybe we could go back a little bit and talk a little bit about the process and the way that we thought this through when we came here, and we said we know that there's going to be the two of us. Now, luckily, today we're joined by our friends Nightshade and Shadow Slayer.
That's right.
And they're going to come with us on this epic journey. But before that, we just thought, okay, there's the two of us. The first thing that we were going to do was to split which skills we're going to do. We're not going to overlap our skills that much, just
Why
like
don't
we did
we-
on Freedom.
Why don't we walk people through this and we should go back to the start here.
Okay.
Let's go back to the start. This is where we are. We chose the desertion server. I'm not sure why. It was
a
was a
really
tough
tough
decision.
decision
yeah.
and a really tough call, and we used the method called the eeny, meeny, miny, mo method, and I think it worked out.
Yeah. I don't think that we could have made a wrong choice. I know that some people might be upset that we chose this server, but then at the same time, if we went the other way, or the other ways, one of the other ways, there would always be somebody who's upset. So we just had to make a choice, and the eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Yeah,
It
so
seemed to
we're
work.
sorry for everyone out there.
Yeah, we're sorry we
That's
didn't
not
pick your
here.
server, but anyway, so yeah, this is the epic portal that we would spawn into, and this is the starter deed. It's guarded by many, many spirit templars, and the first thing that was going through my mind as I walked through and looked at my skill tab, which all had a whole bunch of ones in it, was I need to start doing something. So I started foraging, I started repairing everything I saw. Out of the things that I foraged, I sort of got a sense of what it was. Well, I already knew what it was that I need to keep and what I'm looking for and what I need to get rid of. Because I know that, we'll talk about this a little bit later, but the weight is an issue. So I started foraging, keeping anything that was food-like, anything that could be created into healing covers. And if you're a pure noob starting out, this is something that you sort of have to learn as you go. You'll learn it relatively quickly if you're good at reading through the wiki, but if you aren't, then it might take a little bit longer to learn that sort of stuff.
Well, the first thing that I was thinking when I came through the epic portal was, I can't see anything, and that was because it was really dark, so I couldn't see anything. I was chasing after you,
Yeah.
and I couldn't find you,
Yeah.
and
It was dark, I recall.
and then the last thing was that I was thinking of maybe turning my horses black.
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah. Anyway, now that we're here, and I remember thinking, like, I don't, not wearing anything, I don't have any armor, I don't have any tools, I can't imp anything. Let's go make some stuff.
Yeah.
But then I realized that's not really the way that you should be thinking as a newbie. It's the way that we wanted to think back in the day. It's the way that's natural when you
That's right.
think, I start the game now, I want to create armor and I want to create, a good sword and I want to go kill stuff and then I want to go create the best tools and I want to do it all.
Yeah, I saw this guy recently, even after we came to Epic, and he was like, so how do I build stuff? Like, how do I make stuff? And I guess it's a valid thing to ask in a game that's purely centered around crafting. But as a newbie, if you're planning to head out and find a place to settle, then all the stuff that you make, you will probably end up losing it. And so you'll go through all this trouble making it and it'll be gone. So instead, I think what you were getting at is that the focus should be on building your skills.
Yes, that's what I was getting at. Just one thing to point out before I forget, and this is a brand new thing, is that you can now forage and botanize on tree and bush tiles,
Oh,
which you
yes.
never could before. So anyone out there that hasn't foraged in a long time, go at it.
That's right. You'll find some areas that are picked clean, but you just keep going and you'll find some. So forage, botanize, botanize, botanize. Everything that you can. Get used to what you need, throw away what you don't.
And what kind of stuff are we looking for when we're foraging, botanizing at the start of the game?
I'd say that you want to keep anything that's food related, so corn. Pumpkins are awesome.
Anything
Pumpkins
food
are
related.
yeah, but pumpkins are the king of food right now.
Pumpkins are the king of food.
Yeah, because you forage them and they're huge. Like they weigh a lot, so they'll make your meals very heavy, which gives you a lot of what's the word? A lot of food.
Sure.
Yeah, your food will go
Food.
like so. Like as you eat, it goes. You eat the item and it goes down in weight. So a higher weighted item will give you more food bar increase, I guess, as you eat it.
And that's another thing before we go off topic, but
Are we off topic?
I'm sure we are. But the food that you create for us. Okay, the best food in the game is meals. And therefore, when you start, and this is what I thought when we started, we're going to go and we're going to just create meals. You can create meals because you cannot fail at cooking the way that the system is right now. So you just go, you put your stuff together, you create a meal. That meal comes out at level 1.
That's right.
Because your skill sucks. So but then we realized that eating a level 1 meal doesn't even come close to eating like a level 20 casserole.
That's right.
And that's why you've been feeding us casseroles this entire time.
That's right. That's right. As a newbie, you want to make casseroles. Casseroles are made using your pottery bowl, which you start out with. You don't need a frying pan to make those meals until much later, because casseroles will keep your nutrition above 50, which is where you want to be. And they'll keep you full, and then you can make it with pretty much anything that you find. So let's say you find a pumpkin and you mix it with a corn, that'll make a casserole in a pottery bowl. Pumpkin with pretty much any other food item, some spice or whatever, it'll make a casserole. So just keep making those casseroles and you'll be fine with food.
So in the end, we definitely recommend that you go on to the wiki and just look up what makes a casserole. I'm sure there's a whole list of items that make casseroles.
Yeah.
You can also, can you right click the pottery bowl to tell what it's going to make?
That's right. Once you put the ingredients in the pottery bowl, you examine it and it'll tell you the difficulty of the casserole, and you want the difficulty to be somewhere in the teens for you to actually be getting skill at the beginning. So possibly low 20s. You'll notice if you put it into a forge, it'll increase the difficulty substantially. So use a campfire to start out.
So look at that, I was right. So when we got here and we had nothing, and we wanted to think, what should we do? And then, of course, we realized, when I thought I want to get armor, I want to get the sword, and then we realized I was completely wrong.
That's right.
Then what is right?
The first thing that you want to do is sort of get a sense for what kind of skills that you want to level up in the long run. Maybe you don't know, which is fine. But whichever way you go, you should choose a harvesting skill to start. Choose between wood chopping or mining. These two harvesting skills will pretty much branch out into all of the main crafting spheres, I guess.
I mean, for us it was easy, because we didn't have to roll dice or anything like that. We just said, okay, you're going to do exactly what you're doing on Freedom, and I'll do exactly what I'm doing on Freedom, and then that's it.
I think we toyed with the idea of switching roles, but then we thought the reason why we chose them on Freedom is because that's what we enjoyed.
Yeah, that's what we enjoyed.
So...
And now, possibly, with the fact that you get double experience on Epic, we might see some good weapons from you coming out.
That's right.
Which we don't see from you on Freedom.
My weaponsmithing on Freedom got to 30, almost 40, so...
Almost 40, you're getting there.
That translates to almost 80 here.
That'd actually be pretty nice to have something
Probably
quality.
not, though.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Probably.
The epic curve slows down as you get higher.
But the curve would allow me to probably... Anyway.
Just look up epic curve on the wiki and you will find a epic curve calculator.
That's right.
Which is something that I need, and something that, if you're like Adam, you don't need it. You can find the formula there. Anyway.
So once you choose your harvesting ability that you want to go for, just
Mm.
do it. Like, go over and over and over and over and over again, like until you're blue in the face. You're aiming for approximately a 20 skill before. Maybe your effective skill should be about 20. So like you should be producing level 20 mats or mid 20s.
There are some skills, especially if you're by yourself, that you definitely need. One being you absolutely need carpentry no matter what. And
That's
why?
right.
Because the higher the carpentry, the larger the house you can make. And that's one of the main focuses on Wurm, is building a house eventually. And especially on Epic, you want to at least cover your token as far as I'm aware. You have any idea why you want to at least cover the token of your deed if you create a deed with a house?
You mean? Oh yes, the
Let's quickly go
token.
over it.
Yeah, if somebody comes to raid your place and they get access to your token, then they can drain some of your silvers that are in there.
Mhm.
Some of the upkeep that you put towards your deed. So yeah, you want to protect that with a house
Yeah,
and
that's,
make it decent quality.
it's not exactly the best sounding thing when you're coming from freedom. Yeah,
That's
someone
right.
can steal your money that you just purchased from the store.
That's right.
But
But
really,
then on the flip side, you can go and steal other people's money that they
that's the
bought
way
from
you
the store.
think. Yeah. Anyway, so carpentry is definitely one of those skills that you definitely want. Now,
That's right.
with us, for people that don't know which skills that we sort of lean towards on freedom, I'm definitely the carpenter, the mason, and Adam here is definitely the blacksmith, the smithery guy.
That's right.
All smiths, all carpentry, and mason. What else do you do?
Yep, that's it. But the thing about
That's it.
smithing is that there's blacksmithing, weaponsmithing, armor smithing. It's not just one thing.
Yeah, so anyway, depending on which one you choose, I mean the main harvest skills is basically, wood chopping, like you said, or mining. So of course Adam's gonna go mining because he wants to mine his ores, and I'm gonna go wood chopping because I want my logs so that I can increase my carpentry.
Yeah, and I think that covers most of the bases. Like,
But
there's
we-
leatherworking that we might get to later, but it's not needed.
It's not needed, but it's highly
It's
sought
useful.
after.
Oh
Very
yeah,
useful.
for sure. For sure. I'm talking about as a newbie.
True. That is true. So if we can get into a little more specific. So for me, I came here and I really, really wanted to get my carpentry up
Yeah,
as fast as possible.
that's
Because
right.
I felt useless at the start. So what is the best way to get my carpentry up? And I think I found the absolute perfect item. So this is like a really big tip for anyone wanting to get carpentry and all like the fine carpentry and all that stuff
Oh, nice.
leveled up.
Tips and
that-
tricks. Here we go.
Tips and tricks. We'll just be randomly throwing these out throughout the entire episode as I think of them, because I didn't write them down. uh, rope tools. Rope tools are the perfect item for a number of reasons. Actually, this part I did write down. It does a whole bunch of things that you'll want, and I didn't write these down in any specific order, but raising rope tools not only raises your fine carpentry, but also raises your carpentry. So it raises both at the exact same time. So when I did that, I actually ended up getting both fine carpentry and carpentry above 20 just by
Yeah,
doing
it's
rope
like-
tools. It's
That's like a 2-in-1.
yeah, it's like 2-in-1 right away.
Yeah.
As well as it also raises characteristic skills that you're definitely going to want, including mind logic and body control.
Oh, we haven't gotten to characteristics yet.
I know, but mind logic, of course, allows you to mount carts and boats, and body control allows you to mount animals.
Mhm.
The big one is, of course, getting to 21 body control, which allows you to ride a horse. But the first thing that you'll definitely want is 20.01 mind logic, because that will allow you to hitch horses to carts that you can then command.
I think it's 20.1.
I'm pretty sure it's 20.01.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's 20.01.
Pretty sure it's 20.10.
All right. I challenge you to a wiki contest. I will look it up. Oops.
All right. I will look it up faster than you.
Yes, you
Large
will, because I
carts.
went to the wrong website.
Large carts now require 0.10 mind logic to be commanded. Ha. I win.
Wait, does it say that it was changed?
It's in red. It does say it was changed.
You're... What was it changed from?
Oh, that doesn't matter. Who cares what it was changed from?
Yeah, because you won.
All that matters is that I was right.
Of course. Alright, well, I was wrong. 20.1. But that's what Fine Carpentry will give you. That's what Imping Rope Tools will give you. And I'm pretty sure I got that just by doing that. Let's see. Yeah, I'm at 20.6.
That's right.
I'm only at 20 Fine Carpentry.
Now, if you're going to go the route that I went, which is mining.
Oh, but
Mining
I'm not
is-
done.
Oh, you're not done.
I'm not done. There's more benefits to rope tools.
All right. Fine.
Not only that, but rope tools are the tool that you need to create ropes that allow you to then go out and get your horses to attach onto carts. So you're doing all of this just by imping rope tools. And
an
am I done? Let me see.
Maybe we should start walking. What do you think about that
Okay,
idea?
I'm pretty sure I'm done.
Are you done? I thought
Hold
there was
on,
like a whole
hold on.
massive...
By getting Fine Carpentry up, it allows you to create large carts faster and higher level, allowing you to, because your large cart needs to be at least 10 quality, but if you're just going to raise Fine Carpentry just to create a large cart, you're going to have a really tough time creating that large cart.
That's
So
right.
just by imping rope tools, you will get the skill necessary to not only create that large cart faster, but also imp it to 10 much easier. And the way that I think we've discussed in a previous episode just how you should be imping, but just to put it into the context of this epic series, what I did was I created 4 rope tools and I imped them one at a time and I queued them all up.
Yeah,
and
we
I
have
think I have 4 on me.
There's an
still.
episode. There's an episode that we talked about queuing up. So yeah, go look at the episode. Optimizing your skill game.
Yeah.
We did all of that stuff.
So here I have 4 rope tools, and I just queued them all up, one at a time.
Yeah.
So at this point, you're going to need to figure out what kind of tools you need to actually imp the rope tools, which was like pelts and the file.
Mm-hmm. Speaking
I
of
think
which,
that's it.
I
What
have
am I
some
missing?
wimp fiber that you can turn into a rope.
I can give everyone a rope.
Yep. The goal is to get everybody a rope so that everybody can lead their own horses and put them to carts that they build. And
Yeah, the worst thing that you can do is find a horse and not have a rope.
that's right.
That's the worst feeling. Here we go.
So onto the topic of how to look at
Oh, I
the
did create a
newbie
rope.
experience, taking taking the shift away from building items and moving it towards skilling up your skills. There's a couple reasons for this. The first and primary reason is that the items that you make, they are nothing compared to your skills because you can always make new ones as long as you have the skill required to do so. It's like the old adage, give a man a fish He'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish. He'll eat for the rest of his life or whatever it is. I'm not good at telling adages. But
Why
anyway,
did
like
you tell one?
the point is there. You want to get
Mm.
your skills up so that you have the abilities later. Right now, what we're going to do is go through our inventories and basically shed everything that we've made that we don't feel like we'll need along the way. So, any armor, by the way, armor slows you down when you wear it, and while it will protect you against monsters, it won't allow you to run away from them, which is we're going to have to be doing a lot. So,
I
get
think
rid
that's
of
the
it.
biggest tip of the day, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that you create, everything that you chop down, you're not cutting down wood
For the wood.
for the wood. You're chopping down the wood for the skill. You're
That's
not.
right.
I'm not making rope tools for the rope tool. Essentially, I'm making them so that I can create a rope tool, a better rope tool than I have now, when we get to the location that we're going to go to. So if you can see, my inventory is a super mess. It's messier than than the inventory I had in on Freedom.
Yeah.
Everyone jumps on me for my my great
Organizational skills.
organizational
Yeah.
skills on my inventory.
So
And
what
now-
you want to do is, oh sorry,
So I basically am going to drop everything, almost everything.
almost everything. Now there's a few key things that you don't want to drop. Uh, number one, your pickaxe.
Mm.
Yeah, because if you get trapped in a mine and you don't have a pickaxe, you're pretty much stuck. You want to drop. So you want to keep things like butchering knives. If you've made a butchering knife, because along the way, it'll be a good thing to get resources. Some harder to find items like pelts and whetstones.
Mm-hmm.
Anything related to food or healing covers you want to keep.
Yeah.
And the highly prized cotton. You want as much of that as possible.
Except cotton's heavy. Maybe just a couple of them. But like
Yeah.
Adam said, and I don't think we touched upon this, as you're foraging and botanizing, you're gaining all this weird stuff, sassafras and parsley and lovage and
Yeah.
uh,
No. Keep the lovage.
yeah. So what you do is, as you're gaining all this stuff, I would definitely look up healing cover on the wiki,
I see
and
what you're
there's
getting
a
at.
ton of just items that create
Yes.
healing covers. On the way, as you're collecting these, turn them into healing covers.
That's right. Along the way,
Don't wait until the end.
and
Until
you'll get
after you
used.
get damaged.
You'll get used to some of the materials that are very low weight that make healing covers compared to the ones that are really high weight. Like for example, mushrooms make good healing covers, but they're really heavy. So use the low weight healing covers. That way you can carry a whole bunch. Glands and what's the other one? Teeth are really good. Eyes, yeah,
Mhm.
that stuff. They'll give you really low weight.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. I foraged and botanized a little bit. Now you can see that I'm just combining a bunch of stuff, getting some healing covers. There is the potency of a healing cover is determined by the ingredients that you make, and you do need a higher potency healing cover in order to successfully reduce medium and bad wounds and that sort of thing.
That's right. That's right.
Um,
That's right.
I'm not doing that. I'm randomly picking two things and doing it because I'm
Because we're noobs.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we should start preparing our journey,
so
and we can
I'm
talk about other
preparing.
things.
I'm gonna prepare myself for this journey by dropping a whole lot of stuff.
You want to
that I
be
don't
aiming
need.
for an inventory weight of approximately 30 or less, because anything above that, you're going to start slowing down and seeing the effects of the weight on you.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here that I just don't need.
Okay.
Do I need
and
my
there's-
rake? I don't need my rake. can
You
make
don't
me
need
a
your rake. Yeah. Get rid of your rake. I did that. Keep your shovel.
Well, the best water container at
Oh,
the
yes.
start is the pottery jar.
Yes.
That and a small bucket for when you want to get more water to bring to your forge or something like that. Later
Yeah,
on, as you can carry more, you can go and get a small barrel which carries 40 something, weight, which as a new player, I wouldn't be able to walk after that. So
That's
small
right.
buckets carry like a good amount, like 11 or 12 or something like that. Let's find out.
Yeah.
So I made Adam a small bucket. It carries 12.
I'll be honest. I think I'm gonna,
I'm not gonna bring it though.
yeah, leave the bucket. We don't need to carry it.
There's a bucket.
Yeah, we'll leave it.
What else don't I need? I need to get down to how much weight did you say?
Under 30.
Under 30, and I haven't filled my pottery jar.
Yeah,
Alright,
under 30 with a pottery jar full.
so let me go through this. Do I need... I kind of want to bring these new sprouts.
No. Get rid of the sprouts. Just drop them.
You sure?
By the way, sprouts, you're going to start getting these from botanizing foraging now because there's new trees in the game. They seem really, really awesome, but they're not worth the wait because we can always just forage and botanize for more.
Alright.
Anything food related, if you have pumpkins,
I
keep
have a
them.
lot of food.
How much
I
pumpkins?
have 3 pumpkins, 4 corn, and 3 potatoes.
Okay, so the pumpkins are going to be weighty, but that's fine. We're going to eat them along the way and it'll lighten our load.
I've got 2 pelts. You know what? I'm going to give 1 pelt to Nightshade.
Sure, that's a good idea.
'Cause I don't need 2. Now I can't see where she is. I'll just run this direction. I'm sure I'll find her. Alright, I'll keep looking. I got a compass. I'm not gonna bring my short sword.
No, I dropped my short sword too.
Alright, I'm coming back to this entry area.
I am going to keep a few things on me, but knowing that I might drop them.
There she is.
So here's a good strategy. Organize your stuff so that you have a group of
Okay.
items that you are willing to drop. Like, it would be nice if you carried them, but if push comes to shove and it's a matter of getting away from that no gump that's coming to one-shot you,
Yeah.
it's either die or drop this stuff, then you can easily find those items in your inventory and drop them. So the new grouping system that they added into the game is a good way of organizing. So make a group that's called stuff to drop or something.
Stuff to drop.
Yeah.
That's a good name.
Stuff you don't
I'm
need.
gonna do that. Stuff to drop.
Yeah, it's nice if you had it, because I've no, like,
I'm
there's been
gonna
times
put
where I'm running for my
all this
life and I'm
stuff
dropping
in.
like just random stuff from my inventory and I lose stuff that I really shouldn't have.
Wow. Oh, you know what I have? I have a lot of wemp fibers, so I'm going to use the rest of them.
Okay. We
Just
really
to
only
see
need
what kind of rope.
1 rope each.
I gave
You know-
everyone 1 rope each, except for Shadow Slayer. So I'll just create some, and then if people want to pick them up.
I think
They
that we
can.
should start heading out since.
I'm still like 38
Come on. 38? What are you carrying?
clay. I'm carrying a lot of clay.
Drop the clay. Drop it.
Alright, dropping the
Let's drop
clay.
What else are you carrying? Let's see here. Let me take a look at your screen.
Like, does the inventory doesn't add the weight of all of them? Oh no, it does. So
Oh,
now
there,
I'm
you're
below
at thir-
30. There you go.
Okay, good. You're
You're
good.
saying I can run. Yeah. So what's the weight approximately that we should be running to tell that we
the
are
speed?
the fastest we could go?
Yeah, if you're on cobblestone or
weight,
a
the
paved
speed.
road, you want to be going 17.
Yeah. So just above 17, 17.28. I'm going.
That's right. If you're going
Awesome.
17, then on a road you can pretty much outrun anything. On a grass, that's another matter. But it'll give you the best chance of escape. Okay,
Sounds good.
are we ready?
So we are ready.
Yeah, okay.
So we need to tell everyone that we are ready to go. We are ready to go.
Okay, so one stop off along the way is our little mine area, our secondary mine area.
Why don't you just go there and meet us
Okay,
back here?
okay,
We don't need
I'll
to
go
go
there.
there with you.
Why don't you go out the entranceway?
All right, I will be the starting point for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm going
And
out the north gate. I think it's
Ju-
north.
just so that you
Yeah, I'm pretty
guys
sure it's north.
like it's something that we were concerned about was um, revealing the location of our place. So I think, and we have no idea where we want to go. We're going to be exploring for the rest of this, but
We'll be sneaky.
we'll be sneaky. So
We're going out north of here, and then we're gonna head all the way to the west. Yes, that's right. I said west
or is it the east
or the east. This way, the east
or the north
and the west, and like
Was it
I don't
the
know.
southeast or
Southeast, south. I don't know.
the north? Yeah, I can't remember. Anyway, it was one of the directions that are on your compass.
We're going in this direction,
That's right.
and that's how we're gonna make it there, like this.
Yep.
And what we're going to do is, as Adam's off and talking, trying to get his stuff out of his man cave, I'm
Yeah.
going to talk about. Oh, there's a certain amount of skills that you want before you get to this point, and we obviously have gotten to this point.
Mhm.
And that was, I definitely wanted to shoot for 20 carpentry, and 20 fine carpentry.
Yeah.
I definitely wanted to shoot for 20 masonry
Mm.
and 20 stone cutting. More 20 stone cutting. And the reason why I want to shoot for 20 stone cutting is because what we're going to do is we're going to try to leave as little footprint on the world as possible so that people don't realize that that's our place. And in order to do so, we need to create our own man cave when we get to the place that we're going. Excuse me. And then we're going to we're going to make a cave, and then I need to build a mine door, and the only mine door that's not noticeable is the stone mine door, which I
Right.
believe you need something like, at least on Epic, you needed maybe 20, 15 skill just to have the option appear.
That's right.
I mean, right now I still only have at 20 stone cutting. I'm guessing that I got 20. Yeah, at 20 stone cutting, I did get it. I only have like a 20% chance to create it.
It reminded me of a strategy in Minecraft. Like there's a video that I watched that tells you how to start, and the first thing you do is build yourself a little cave and get into it. Yeah, that's pretty much the strategy we're going to be using in Wurm. I think it's the most effective strategy to start out in a cave, because then you're pretty much hidden from wilderness, and on a PvP server, you're hidden from pretty much everybody else.
And I think I want to say this disclaimer. This is probably not the best thing to do when you start for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we're going to do, and we're going to try it out. And we're not saying
That's right.
that this is what everyone should do. Most of you should probably just go and join a nice friendly village. That would probably be the easier thing to do. But if you're one of those people that want to venture off and do things by yourself, and you're determined, and you don't get turned off by dying 3, 4, 5 times in a row,
Yeah, that's right.
once you get to the location that you loved, and then you can't find it again, so you go off in another direction, find the perfect place again, get killed by a troll, get spawned back at the starting area, and now you don't want to play anymore, yeah, don't do what we're about to do. Because that's probably what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. I'm again having issues finding this
I'm sorry.
cave area.
This is... It's only funny to me because this
I know.
exact thing happened yesterday.
That's right. I was wandering around this forest looking for our little cave for like 20 minutes.
And I'm like standing... You're standing like next to me, and we're standing really close to it. And he's like, okay, I'm going to go to the cave. And like 20 minutes later, it's like, I can't find the cave. Like, it was just behind us up the mountain a little bit.
It's like the grass is so long, and I find this other cave every single time but it's not the right cave. It doesn't make sense to me.
It's like I need to go and just show you where the cave is.
That's right. You need to go and show me. Oh, I found it.
And that exact thing happened last time. I typed
right.
down like, I need to show you where the cave is, and he goes, I found it.
That's right. All right, here we go. Whew. Give everybody a little bit of meat.
Was it even worth going back to that cave and finding whatever stuff that you had? I know you had some meat.
I know there's some food that is going to be very helpful for us.
I assume that's it.
I think that's it.
All right.
I don't think I can bring it all, though, but we can eat some now.
I am fairly okay with the way my food bar is. The nutrition sucks here.
That's right.
Can't wait till you can get your...
Okay, I'm gonna meet you. Oh, I got the clumsy achievement.
What's that achievement? That is a funny sound.
Apparently I fell and got hurt.
Ah. I'm pretty sure I already did that.
Alright.
Alright. Are we ready?
We are almost ready.
Almost ready?
I know. It'd be nice if I cooked these into casseroles. Can we do that first? Make some of our pumpkins.
Do we have no casseroles? Why don't we just, if we need to, start a campfire when we get to wherever we need to go?
Okay, but I'm gonna have to drop some of this food then. That's the issue.
Can't you
How
drop
about
something else?
How about we take a short break?
You're here. No, we're on our way out the door.
All right.
Are you ready? Everyone's
ready.
here. Everyone's ready.
Sure.
Let's go.
Let's go. What direction is this again?
I don't know.
Let's see if you're right. It's like a
I was
mountain.
right.
You just want to get back at me for me being right at the beginning.
I will definitely add that part to the video.
Here we go, our first kill as a group. And it's a tiny little cat.
Alright, it's nighttime. We're in the middle of the forest. I'm wounded. You're wounded. Pretty much everyone's wounded at this point. We're trying to head out in the northerly, easterly, southerly, westerly region, and we're almost there, I believe. We just have to keep going this way.
Yep, I think this way is the right way.
Whoa,
There's
whoa.
a spider to our left. We are in danger zone here.
Yeah. The only way I can think of, and this is something that I should have thought of before we came and did this, was to lower, if you lower the grass density, or the tile decorations, I can't remember what it's called, you will actually be able to see what is in front of you, the animals in front of you. But because our grass is so high, we're almost like we're on difficulty mode. We're on like expert mode. I don't know what you want to call it.
Yeah, you have to log out to change that setting.
Unfortunately. And I just don't want to.
So one strategy we're using
survive.
is one that we talked about in the first ever video, or one of the first videos, is to swipe your mouse back and forth.
If it turns red,
It turns
stay
red,
clear.
stay in. So you're looking for Stuff that can kill you.
But even so, we haven't been very successful, especially in the dark.
Well, we've taken out a few mountain lions. Spider.
We've
is on
been
us.
successful. I'm gonna go back. Let's go back.
Where are we going back to? We can try to lose it.
I
but,
don't know. That's a good
I don't
question.
think so. We're gonna run into another spider. Is the
We're
problem?
going to run. All right.
Where is it?
It's on me.
Oh, I see it.
The thing
it's not
about
on you
spiders,
anymore.
as it's killing me, is that it doesn't change speed going up a slope as we do. So if we're going up the slope really slowly, it will just catch up and eat you. I assume it's still on me.
No,
Yes.
we're fighting it.
There's still one on me.
Where are you?
And there's a mountain lion on me now.
Oh, great.
Oh no, it hurt me. What shall we
Run.
do?
And I'm with the other guys. Brian, you're away from us.
Yes, I have a spider and a mountain lion on me right now.
Yeah,
What do you
I
want
know.
me to do?
I don't
Come
know.
back towards you?
I don't know. I really don't know what to do.
I am gonna go down, unfortunately. So,
All right.
we knew this was going to happen.
That's right. We did know it was going to happen. I'm going down too.
I'll just eat some casserole.
Good
We
idea.
had a good run.
Yep.
I've got a little bit of stamina left,
I'm pretty much down.
but I am trying to head in this direction, which I hope is towards some kind of water. I see it very, very far into the distance. Either that or that's just the night sky.
Yep. Shadow Slayer's doing a good job at kiting it away.
That's good. I just wish we had some sort of, pretty much anything at this point. A fenced off structure, some kind of cobblestone path,
Some kind of sense of direction.
some kind of sense of direction would be nice.
I don't know which way you went.
I went the same direction I think we were supposed to be going, which was a northwesterly direction. Oh no,
Yep.
I ran through peat. Uh-oh.
And I ran into a crocodile.
I am a little further away than I initially anticipated to the water. I thought I was close by. I am actually on top of a giant mountain. I've got one chance, and that's falling down this mountain. And I don't know if I want to take that chance, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Ah,
Well, I'd say that
this
if
is
you
not a
guys
bad
survive,
run.
If you guys survive, go on without me, because I'm in Glittershore.
Oh, you already died?
Yep. Ran into a crocodile who basically chomped me.
Oh, that sucks. I am so close to having no endurance. This is not good. And we got horses and everything. I think I'm at the end of my rope. Yep. Here I go. Ah! I don't think I want to go that way next time. How about you? How do you feel about that?
I'm not sure. I think that we should have probably gone around the other side of that village or that town,
Listen,
because that would have been towards the direction we wanted to go.
I know what we should have done.
Yeah?
I know what we should have done.
What's that?
And that would have been to go find a steep area. Collect anything. Cows, bulls, horses, all this stuff. and then built a large cart.
That's a good idea.
We should have built a large cart, hitched it up, and then went off and traveled together. Why didn't you think of that? Well,
all right. Well, we're gonna have to try this again then.
I think that's what we'll do. We'll try to go off, find a steep area. I'm sure there's one close by. Get some horses first, or whatever we can find. Build a large cart, and then head off in the direction that we wanted to go. And I think we will do that off the air. What do you think?
I think that's a good idea.
So, day 1, failed experiment, but I think I'm pretty happy about it.
Yeah.
First time we actually wandered off from the starting town, and I saw a lot. We did a lot. We almost made it off of down from this mountain. We were getting close, and we died. And this is pretty much the newbie experience of Wurm in a nutshell.
You got it. This is what it's all about.
So if you watched this video and you actually enjoyed what you saw, and you weren't put off with the fact that I died, try this game with us, and hopefully we'll see you guys in Wurm, and we'll definitely see you in the next episode. So take care, guys.
Your armor didn't help you this time, did it?
No.
Ah!